lecture, a lecture when the topic is not properly defined. This is a topic which is very important, but yet many lot of researches, or you can say scopes, are still left behind to be done, so that we can arrive at the concluding remarks, the parameters we can establish, how to understand what is psychological trafficking. We know human trafficking, and of course it is a form of human trafficking, so more or less we'll have to analyze the concept of human trafficking before going into the concept of psychological trafficking, and that is where the psychological trafficking as a concept will develop, since human trafficking is well defined as of now. But what conventionally has been established as the parameters to constitute human trafficking, or to be more precise, to determine human trafficking when a victim suffers the requirement of evidence to constitute the offense of human trafficking, might not be sufficient enough to determine the concept of psychological trafficking that is going on contemporary present world. Okay, so with this, this will be an open interactive forum where, actually, since I already told you, it is very difficult to structure such kind of lecture on a concept which is not well defined. So any opinion, any feedback, it's a win and learn and learn situation, where your suggestions and will also definitely allow me to gain some insights into this aspect. So starting with this lecture, today's topic: understanding and combating psychological trafficking. So by the title, it suggests two important things. One is how to understand psychological trafficking, and next one is to combat. So our primary objective will be to know what is psychological trafficking, and then to understand the concept more clearly by analyzing the instances of psychological trafficking. Then to know why understanding this concept is very important at present, and the measures how we can combat psychological trafficking to the best possible manner. Before starting this lecture, I would like to put one question. Can you imagine yourself being tortured without anyone being in front of you or physically being present before you? Nobody is there in and around, but you are being tortured. Is this situation possible? Can anyone help me volunteer in this to answer this question? Or if yes, then how can you imagine? Again, I am repeating the question. It's very simple. Can you imagine yourself being tortured or exploited without the presence of any person in and around you? No physical person is present at that situation. Can anyone volunteer, please? And if you can imagine that you can be tortured without anyone being physically present around you, then how can you imagine it? Just I am trying to bring a situation or create a situation. Yes, anyone who would like to volunteer?
Sir, virtual reality, sir. You can get tortured that way. Virtual reality.
Yeah, virtual reality, how? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So how virtual reality? Can you just give an example? Just
Repeated calling by using different phone calls or like that.
okay. Okay. Anyone else? That is true.
But,
Virtual platoon. Yes.
by sending different emails.
Yeah, very good. That is very right. Now, see, moving ahead with this discussion, I'd like to say, at present, we are living in a generation which is surrounded by metaverse. We know cyber law. We know, information technology is there. Digitalization, we know. Everything we know. But there is another concept that is emerging. Metaverse, in addition to artificial intelligence. And metaverse is combination of virtual reality and augmented reality. So those kind of things. Now one concept called avatar is there, where role play game, you are playing the game but actually you are not inside the game, your clone is inside the game. Role play game, RPG games are there, no? So these are all examples of metaverse. So these instances when are coming, it is not necessary for anyone to threat us physically. Even psychologically also they can, or to be more specific, without physical presence also they can harm us, they can injure us. So moving ahead, yes, the answer to this question is we can be tortured, as one of the participants rightly mentioned, to virtually without being present physically, and the instances are very alarming. Some of the global records I am just mentioning here. If you see threats, people are receiving 14.2% globally. Then psychological abuse is 13.8%. Freedom of movement restricted 12.7%. False promises 6.7%. Emotional abuse, vulnerability, and psychological control. Polaris, National Human Trafficking Hotline report that has mentioned